people to join us. Kimbo.
Kimber, brother. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you very much. Mhm.
Always busy. We're fighting the good fight.
Exactly. We are
Yeah,
fighting the righteous fight.
exactly. The fight to deliver our people. It's the fight for salvation. And salvation is not something which only spiritual, like we were taught in church, right? That you need to believe in Jesus and you'll be saved. No, salvation is spiritual and physical because we as a people need salvation, which is the restoration to our God, the restoration to our land, the restoration to our power. All that is salvation. See? Because the Bible says that Jesus will do two things. He will save, let me say the Messiah, will do three things actually. He will save the people from the sin. It means that he will reconcile us back with the Nzambi Abankulu. And second, he will restore our power. And third, he will call the diaspora back. Yes, back to the motherland. And this is the work we are doing. Yes, we are reconciling people with Nzambi Ampungu Tulendu, Nzambi Abankulu. Yes, we are calling also the people to return to the promised land, the land of the fathers. Yes, and one day a king will sit on the throne in Central Africa and he will restore the political, spiritual, and scientific order of the Bantu of the Congo. So we are living in exciting times. Really, a lot is going on, a lot is happening, prophecy is being fulfilled. And what many people do not believe or realize is that the judgment for Esau has already started. Yes, you will begin to see more and more natural disasters in the West, okay, in Europe, in the United States of America. It's the judgment of the Most High coming upon the nations. As the nations will undergo judgment, the economics will also decline. Yes, as they go down, what happened? Congo, Africa will go up. The white man will become black, and the black man will become white. That is to say, that the roles will shift. The one who was the last will become the first again. Yeah, so be ready, people. Be ready because we are in the transition. Ingeta.
All praises, yeah. So you have been here in Angola. Hmm?
Yeah, man. I was in Angola.
How
You
was it?
know, it was amazing. It was amazing. But unfortunately, time was short because now I still work a full time job, so I don't have enough freedom to move more, and to stay longer periods in Angola, even to visit Congo. I have to visit Congo. I wanted to visit Banza, Congo, also where I was born, where we from, because we are Bakongo, Bamukongo. So I wanted to go there and visit Banza, Congo. But this trip was important for me, not only to see the land again, but also to arrange certain things for the future. And so 2 weeks of Angola. See, I have a tan right now because of the sun. You see my tan?
Yes.
Now call me castaña, brown, a different brown because of the Angolan sun.
Yeah. So, and what kind of spiritual experience did you take from that trip?
Yeah, the spirit experience, it's the realization that, first of all, you are in the land of your forefathers. And it feels like in the land of your forefathers that there is this energy, right? That when you pray, you have more realization, spiritual realization that connects you even more with your forefathers and with Nzambe and Pungutulendo. And also, when you travel a lot, you also come to the realization that evil spirits, the same spirits, are everywhere. They're everywhere. So you can be running for spirits, but never run for spirit. Conquer the spirits. Yeah, you have to defeat the spirits. That's a great, great, great lesson for all of us. But Angola is, of course, spiritual, and to experience Angola spiritually, you have to be there. You have to be on the ground, talk with the people and have a taste of the atmosphere. It's very different. And what I like the most is that I was among my own people. Yes, amongst my own brethren. That's what I loved. Yeah. Here, when I go outside, mundele everywhere, you know. But when you go to Angola, when you go to Africa, you are home. No, it's different. You are really home. That's the spiritual side I experienced, with this trip. The
And
first
you
time I
enjoyed
returned was
also you enjoyed also the yeah the life in Angola, right? You
ah, massa.
I saw you with the big old cars, and I saw you going to very nice places.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. That's right. I enjoy. Angola has beautiful places. Okay, and I know many diasporan because of Ghana's the year of return and propaganda, things like that. Many people are flocking to Ghana. Even here in the Europe, in the Netherlands where I'm from, many people are going to Ghana to do business, to visit, and etc. But Angola is the future. Angola is the future. If you want to have new experience, you see different things, come to Angola. You want to invest, start businesses, come to Angola. Connect with me, connect with Massa. We are calling you home. Diaspora, it's time to pack up your bags. Yeah, so I enjoyed Angola so much that I thought by myself, my goodness, what am I doing in Europe? what,
My God.
what am I doing in the West?
I have Mr. Go Black to Africa here with me, here in Angola, and he's enjoying Angola very much. And he said, because I hate the infrastructure in Angola, but he's completely out and saying, hey, he went to several countries and
Mm,
he went to the shopping malls. He saw the streets.
mm,
He said
mm,
Angola have much better streets than many other countries, and you know,
yes.
and he saw that he's driving around by himself. That man, he's a
Mm,
traveler.
yeah,
He,
yeah,
he
yeah.
don't need anyone. He's doing
Mm,
things by himself.
yes.
And if you ask him where did you go, I was visiting that museum. I was there. And I was like, wow, that guy, you know. And he said that Angola has a very, very great future, and for him,
Yes.
it's a place that he would even like to live. It's
Mm,
always he said that Angola is not in the list of our people or in the diaspora.
No, we have to change it.
Exactly. He
Yeah.
said that,
Mm.
especially because of the language barrier. Yeah.
Yes,
But
that's the thing
what
because
he
it's
has seen
yes.
from the women's, he said directly.
Mm.
He said the
Mm.
nicest women's here. He said nice people,
Don't
and
go there, man.
yeah, 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 yeah. He understood
Yeah.
that this is um, this is where actually people from America or from Brazil,
Yes, they are
this is
from
the place
there.
where exactly, and this
You're
is
not
also
from
where
Ghana.
we want to go with the video today to explain
Mm.
certain things because if someone is asking and where are the Jews and stuff like that, because he saw the statue of Nzingambandi, for example, today. He saw her with an axe. He saw her with fringes on. He saw her with the girdle on.
Mm-hmm.
Then I gave him the Bible verse. I said, look, I said, if we're talking about Massa, if we're talking about Abraham, if we're talking about um, Joshua, if we're talking about old, Jeremiah,
Any old
Isaiah, and all
prophet.
these prophets,
Mm.
we have to start asking ourselves, where did they come from? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
where did these people came
Exactly.
from? So
Exactly.
um, now the Most High made the black man to be God. Good, no problem.
That's a
What
fact.
did what did the Most High give him? He gave him the land.
Mm-hmm.
He gave him the animals. He gave
Mm-hmm.
him, he gave him the spirituality,
Mm-hmm.
the knowledge to know how to handle the four elements, how to handle and to control the cosmos, even the heaven. The heaven, I mean
Mm-hmm.
now, um, what is the astrology and all those kind of things. So the thing is that the West have done because, like my brother go back to Africa, he was like, who wanted, he says, oh, in Ghana you have a slave port stuff like that. I say, in Angola you won't find it because this is the place where the Portuguese came first. Yeah, if we're talking
Yeah.
about the transatlantic slave
Mm.
trade,
Yeah.
we have
Yeah.
to know that the
It
Portuguese has
started in
started
Angola,
in
Congo.
Angola, Gabon,
Mm.
Angola, Congo. Yeah, and then I showed him maps where you can see where you can see you know um, the Jews. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the Mavumbu Jews, the
Mm.
Jews from Luango, the Jews from Luanda. It's written there.
Mm-hmm.
Even white people themselves, when they came down and started calling people Jews, because to be a Jew is what? People that are following the Torah, people that have something to do with the ancient testament, yeah, following the traditions and culture from the ancient testament, yeah, because a Jew is not someone that is following the New Testament, yeah. This is something that the most of the people do not know. These are Christians. There are two different things here. That's why you're going to find um, all the all the tribes and all the names of the countries. Yeah, you're going to find them also in the Bible, all of them. And in the beginning, my brother go back to Africa was like, oh, wait a minute, Massa, do you really believe that all this Zaire and all this Angola? And I said, yeah.
It's in the Bible,
Look
man.
at the Bible here. I was showing
Mm.
him. I say, where did you get this from?
Yeah, they
You
need
know,
to. They
I
need
say,
to.
look, this is the job that we have done the last 12 years. Yeah,
Yeah.
proving that the Congo had 12
Yeah.
tribes. Yeah, that even
12 kingdoms.
King Bugani has said it very
Mm.
clear that all of them, you can come from Mozambique, you can come from the Benin, you can come from the Southern Africa, you can come from the Zambia, you can come from the Tanzania, all of them were called Congos.
Congo.
They came from the Congo.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the history that is still missing in Africa and outside in the diaspora. Because many people really
Exactly.
think that the history has begun in the Middle East, but we have to know that Judah, Benjamin, okay, um, they all of them went to the Angola basin, and from there Judah went to slavery. It's said that Judah will go to slavery. From where did Judah go to slavery? If not from the western part of Africa. Okay? And this is very, very important for our people to understand that they are actually people from Congo. They came from Congo, Angola. The majority of the slaves came from this place. And later, the
Mhm.
Portuguese, Diego Cao, and all the others, they came with him.
Yeah.
They started to go to the north, and some of them
Mhm.
to the
Yeah.
south.
Mhm.
But the
Yeah.
beginning of the slave trade in the transatlantic slave trade, and it can be also called the Ethiopian slave trade. This is what also he will show in his videos very soon, that Angola, Congo was called Ethiopia.
Mhm. Kachopa.
Now, Ethiopia. So
Yeah. Kush.
the Atlantic Ocean was called Ethiopian Ocean.
That's very
Yeah.
correct.
So when we get this, then we know why they call Mbanza Congo the patrilium, the place where humanity has started. In Mbanza Congo, everyone can Google this up. Mbanza Congo, this is where humanity have started. Okay, so all this knowledge that is coming now out, because Congo is the center, we can, what I have also shown our brother is that you can turn the map like you want, upside down, to west, to from, you know, left and right, up and down, okay, and back and forth. Congo will always stay in the midst. Back to the book of Enoch. The book of Enoch shows us that the gods, Enoch, Seth, Adam, and all of them were buried in the midst of the world,
In the center of the
in the
earth.
center.
Mhm.
And when we
What's
talk
the
about
word
the
for center
savannah,
in Kikongo?
exactly, if we talk about the savannah where all the animals come from. Because what we have also seen today in the museums is we saw this giraffe, we saw the rehorn, yeah, we saw the crocodile, we saw this owl, this foal that can't fly, this big one with the big neck, you know.
Hmm.
You can find all these animals all over Africa. Elephants and all of this. They lived in the savannah with the lions, with the leopard. That's why say also Congo Kosingo. Kosingo mean Kosi, as you can read, lion and leopard. That's
Hmm.
why they say Congo. Congo
Masa.
means Kosingo.
Hmm.
Leopard and the
Kotingo,
lion. That's why they
leopard.
wear this leopard clothing. Yeah, go ahead.
I did a video teaching the mystery of the lion and the leopard. And because it's not known. No, we are revealing secrets as we teach that people need to listen to. Because I believe that many people have not yet heard our message. We need to stretch our yeah, how to say that, bandwidth. Yeah, bandwidth. We need to extend it. Too many people are still ignorant of what we're teaching or what we're saying. It needs to change. The Bible does speak on the leopard and the lion as one. Yes. The leopard and the lion as one, which is Yisolele and Yuda Yaounde. The leopard and the lion. Amazingly, as I was driving to the streets from the city, when you come from the airport, right, and you're going out of the city, you will pass Samba. Yes, you will pass Samba, and you have this huge billboard. And on the billboard, I saw the lion and the leopard. Have you seen it?
No.
No, you have not seen it because you drive every day on those roads, so you're not even paying attention anymore. But there's this huge. Just focus on it next time when you drive there. You see
Even
this
the
huge
name, even the
billboard.
name Samba comes from Simba, which is also lion, right?
Yes, yes,
It's
exactly.
the coast area
Yes,
in Angola.
samba. Yes, yes. And you
Yeah,
and the Luba have
Samba
a
is
saying.
also the Sambo number seven. Yeah, which is the day, the holy day for, you
Mhm,
know, uh,
Sambwadi.
the seven. Just say number seven.
Yeah, yes, that's amazing.
Exactly.
And
Then we
samba
have
samba. Yeah, samba
the
samba,
dance,
which also,
the dance.
yeah, the dance movement, etc.,
That's
which
why
is connected with
the
sambachon.
culture, the tradition in the scripture, everything that they have practiced. Yeah, we have where can we find this? Yeah, when we follow these traditions and culture, we're gonna go back to this area again, because still today we have a lot of people practicing those things, even if we're westernized, because Angola is very westernized. Yeah,
Yeah.
um, you still can find traditional churches, traditional healers, traditional um, culture, yeah, and we still have some kings, yeah, we still have some kings, and the historical background of slavery. King Alfonso, King Zinganguvu, King Zinga herself. Then you have um, um, you have the wars that happened there. You have Leopold II coming later, yeah, with the missionaries, with the Catholics. You have the Kimpavita, how she were burned, how she was burned by the Catholics. Then you go to the prophets. We have prophets, and I always say these prophets' names will be heard all over the world because the things that they have done, stopping planes, getting killed by a tractor, and 2 minutes later coming back, heart being pulled out and saying, "Give my heart back," like zombies in the Haiti. Okay, all
Yes.
these kind of things. We had Zinga, we had Andre Matsua, Mbutan, all of these prophets. We can call more than 60 prophets that have fought the Catholics without pulling out the gun. Simon Kimbangu and all those kind of things. So there is a historical background in this area. So, which means that there is a spirit here, yeah, that the West fears. There is a spirit here that the West fears. And the
Yeah.
kingdom of David was none else but here. Because the kingdom of Congo, how it was built, when you go to the north, this is the north. This is also what I'm explaining to my brother that is here. The north, if you're going to the north, you're going up. And the king was sitting in the mountains. What did the scripture say? Flee to the mountains. Flee to the mountains. I always used to tell people that water will come from south, east, and everywhere, will take a lot of land all over the place, all over the earth. But we will have a place where we have to go. And the funny part is, if you go to the scriptures and you type in the Blue Letter Bible the names of our towns, and you go to the Hebrew words and understanding, you're going to find that that this is the Congo area. And even in Latin, Ludatarium, or what is this? That thing that is written there, Ludatarium, there's a video that shows us that Congo was called the land of the Jews. The land of the Jews. Yeah. I can also share some maps here if you guys want, to
Yeah.
prove it again, to show you guys the background of the richness. The whole world is not rich as it is in the Congo. There is the whole world, yeah,
Yeah.
takes money. The everything, the precious from the precious stones. The wood and everything, the most treasure are hidden in the Congo basin. This is the womb of the world. The womb. Yeah. And it's
Boomba,
very
boomba.
exactly. It's
The
very
Congo.
funny how Europeans have done everything to hide the
Mm,
Congo, to fight
conspiracy.
the Congo, wars
Hmm.
here and there, to bring
Yes.
so much confusion so that no one can get a visa easily, that no one can stay easily to get to get work, to have work in these countries. Everywhere you will see in Tanzania it's easier. In Southern Africa, everything is easy. In the Ghana, everything is easier. But here, the European do not want anyone to come here, yeah, because it is not easy for them to see the prophecies is getting fulfilled. Yeah, yeah.
That's something. There is a huge conspiracy against Congo from the European countries, from the West, based on Psalm 33 of 83. Sorry, 83. Yes, let's go and destroy and erase the name of Isolele. There's a huge conspiracy to destroy the legacy of Muntu, of Bantu, being the people of the book, yes, being the people of the covenant which they have with the Most High. In the 1500, let me say the 15th century, a papal bull was given with the order to the King of Portugal to go to Africa and to enslave the African and to take all their possessions for the Europeans, for Rome, okay, for Rome, and to enslave the African and to rob them completely from everything they possess. Now we know that Rome is in alliance with Esau. Rome and Esau are together as one. And there is prophecy that Esau will enslave the children of Yisolele, Israel, the children of Yisolele, that he will enslave them, put them in perpetual slavery, and take everything that they possess. When we take that prophecy and we look into history, those who are calling themselves Jewish today, they do not fit the prophecy. Because when those Romans, European Romans, Christians, right? Rome, Christian nations, when they came in accordance with the papal bull, we told the king, which gave the king of Portugal the blessing and the mandate to go to Africa to enslave the Africans. Where did they go? They did not go to Ghana. They came to Angola, 1482. They came to Congo, Mbanza Congo, which they later called São Salvador. Yes. And in that same century, the 15th century, we read in the documentation of Pigafetta that when the Europeans, the Portuguese, were coming to Mbanza Congo, yes, to the district and the kingdom of Congo, they started to convert the Congo people. And they called everyone who had writings, books, to bring them out so that they could be burned. So they destroy all the Congo literatures, books, religious books, books of power, books of wisdom, yes, books of science. They burned everything. And after that, they destroy almost all of the significant structures which were in Banza Congo and all around the kingdom of Congo, the empire of Congo, because the empire of Congo existed of 12 kingdoms. which are the original 12 Bantu tribes from Congo, ruled by the Mani Congo. And it is also documented in the own writings that the Congo Empire had 12 kingdoms and that the Mani Congo was the head of those 12 kingdoms. Yes, and people used to go up to the high mountain, yes, to speak with the king. Yeah. So there's enough evidence. And even when you read about the Golan Heights, right? The Golan Heights, which they identify as being in the states of Israel today. Yeah, but Golan is actually the same as Angola, yeah, which is Angola, the heights, the high places where the king is seated. Yeah, there's a lot of proof. We can go to the language, right, which is the Kikongo. Kikongo is the original Paleo Hebrew. When you do, when you study the biblical Hebrew Strongs, yes, and you study the Kikongo, you will see that they have the same lexicon with the same definitions, which is no coincidence. Yes, there's no coincidence there. And when you read writings like of Abe Poriat, who writes very clearly, without any shadow of a doubt, he writes that the Congo people speak the Hebrew language. And that even in the language that they speak, we also find the Greek and Latin. Now he leaves to the reader to decide for himself how is it that this Congo people, these Bantu people, speak Hebrew and have Greek and Latin in the vocabulary, in the language. Where did they learn to speak Hebrew? Where did they learn to speak Greek or Latin? That is his question to his readers. Now, the Kikongo is the mother of all tongues. Yes. When we read in the book that the whole earth was of one language, that language was Kikongo Lolo, the ancient tongue of the ancestors. Okay. From that ancient tongue were birthed all other languages. And that is the reason in every language in the world, if you study it, you will notice that they have Congo influence in the language. How is that possible? That is to say that every language in the world can be traced back to Congo. Isn't
Exactly.
that amazing? So
It is, bro. It is.
there is evidence, yes, in the linguistic. There's archaeological evidence, historical evidence, biblical evidence. People just need to open their eyes and to open their hearts to receive this revelation and this truth, which is so difficult for many people to grasp. Yeah? So what they do is just reject it because it's they cannot fathom it. It's like no, it's impossible. How can those Africans be the chosen ones? How can those Africans be connected with the Bible? Because of European influence, even today in the so called Hebrew awakening. Why are the Hebrew Israelites hating on Africa? Because of European influence. Yeah. European influence. So, because Ghana is close to the Western world, they can accept that many Hebrews were in Ghana and the Igbo and Ashanti and whatever. But the source is Congo.
And the funny part is, yeah, how? can people like the Limba, for example, yeah, how can they say that they have the same, that they share the same blood like the Jews in the Middle East?
Mm,
Yeah. Where are the proofs? Where are the the artificial proofs? The houses, and
mm,
all the history. When the Lambas, when did the Lambas go to slavery and all this kind of ships by ships?
mm.
All the kind of things they don't care. I haven't seen any lines and all this kind of things down there where the Lambas live, but because they
Mm,
were Jewish huts,
mm.
yeah, because they used to
And the
practice
Dalit,
even in this time
prayer
the Jewish
shawl.
customs. We are not Jews. We are not Hebrews. We are not Israelites. Yeah, just to tell you the name, the truth. The truth is that all these names are made up. Okay, if someone's calling himself a
Mm-hmm,
Hebrew, a Jew, and all the kind of things,
mm-hmm,
just to subscribe or to make you understand in the scripture that
mm-hmm,
Moses,
mm-hmm,
Aaron, and all this
mm-hmm,
priesthood,
mm-hmm.
yeah, that this is our history stolen by the Kadyampemba. But if you go near Hebrew, why should I speak Hebrew? Why should I call myself Hebrew if I do not speak Hebrew? Our people didn't
Mm.
speak Hebrew. Hebrew is a
Congo.
white man's language. Okay? It starts with Greek and all this. They started to rewrite our letters. They further our kings in Egypt. And when Egypt starts to fall, the Most High said it very clear. My people, I will take you out of Egypt. Why should he take us to Iraq or Iran? Why should he take us to the Middle East? No, he took us back where our fathers came from, a large land, a land of milk and honey. Where is the land of milk and honey? Hmm?
The land of milk and honey is a land of riches. Yes,
Uh-huh.
which a land of all resources. Whatever
Exactly.
you need for your nourishment, whatever you
Exactly.
need for your existence, it's there.
There is a movie that is taken out from in America. It's called wait a minute, King Solomon's Mines.
Mm,
Hmm? In this
mm-hmm.
movie, King Solomon's Mines, you used to see where they, you want to find King Solomon's Mines, passing the Kalahari Desert, and you're gonna see exactly. Oh, no, you're gonna see the 12, the king with the 12 stones, which describes the 12 tribes of Israel and all the kind of things. The lions, where you want to see the Israelites, you must see the
Yes, yes,
lions.
yes.
You must see the elephants there. You must be the rehorn there. You must see the giraffe there. So you have to see all these animals also together in one place. Until this day, we have never seen a migration from the Middle East animals coming down to Africa. So how did these animals live in Africa now?
Mm-hmm.
And we haven't seen a large land in the Middle East, mountains. But what you can see is they want to show you Mount Zion is on the left, Jerusalem is on the right. This is on their maps.
Israel, the state of Israel does not have any mountains. They
They
have
will show
hills.
you King David's temple, but according to the scripture said, not one stone will left. Not one stone will left. But now they want to show you artificial proofs. This is King David's temple. This is the pool of Siloam. I'm like, wow, these people are big liars.
They have all the places there.
We went out from Egypt for decades, long time ago. And now you're going to see Jesus is now in Asia. Then Saul
You
is
know,
going now to Alexandria, to Rome, and he's getting killed there. Brother,
many
you
of
never see
those so-called historical places in the state of Israel, even in the so-called Sinai Desert, is made up by the Romans. It was fabricated by the Romans, and they kept it as a tradition. Where is the grave of Joseph, for example? Where is the grave of King David? Where's the grave of Solomon? Nobody knows. But we can find all the graves of the great pharaohs. It's there. They're digging it up. People can show you where the Congo prophets are buried. But the biblical King David, where is his grave?
Because all these names are also changed. This is also another thing. You
Exactly.
know, they're very good at baptizing people, changing people names, yeah, changing country names. Many countries that you see today in Africa, the European people gave the names, yeah,
They changed
they changed
everything.
everything.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
do not forget how they have changed everything in the Berlin Conference, really to divide us, giving us other languages. Here, Italy, take your part. Germany, take your part. Here,
Mhm.
France, take your part.
Yes.
So that
And they called it
we
what?
so that Isolele will be not a nation no more, not
No
remembered as
more.
a nation no
Yes.
more.
Yes. Because
And
their
then the
objective.
scriptures is telling us exactly who these people were. And that's why I'm always have to laugh if people start
Yeah.
saying, "Oh, Ethiopia, Ethiopians hey brother, I saw people saying Ethiopians, yeah, they are the real Jews. Because in Ethiopia, Christianity has started there, yeah. Ethiopian people, Somali people, Eritrea people, Sudanese, uh, Egyptians are the same people. If you go up to the Middle East, what is called today Palestinian people, you go to Asia, all this Esther 8 and 9, the same people, the same hairs, like these curly hairs, the same noses. They start painting the Messiah with a nose like a white. It has started there. Christianity is Orthodox or Jews are still found in Morocco, Algeria, in Ethiopia, and all these regions. Why? The same people. But where are the people who lived with the Egyptians and left them because they became a lot, many, because they became many, and because
I'm
they
here.
built, because they were the pharaohs too. They built Egypt. They came with all the technologies and spirituality. And the Most High say, no, you are different than them. Go away from them. Go and ask any Ethiopian if he's a Negro. Ask any Somali, Eritrean, and all of them. Ask them if they are Negroes. Ask
Our
them.
ancestors, our ancestors were very strict when they say we are the children who descended from Zulu. They were strict, and the elders will tell you that civilization, yes, started from Congo. Spirituality, the science of the science and political wisdom, all of that started from Congo. It were the Congo people who are called Cush or Israel or whatever in the Bible. They are the ones who
Brother,
moved
the
to
four
the
rivers.
Nile
The
places
four
going
rivers in
up.
Eden. Where are the four rivers? Huh? We can move forward straight. Okay? And I don't want to call people racist, but this racism to start calling people Ethiopian Jews, Moroccan Jews, all of them are Jews. All of them. But we in the sub-Saharan Africa, we are Africans. Okay? You have all them Jews with the heads on and stuff like that, you know. But if you go near and look
Uh,
clear, these people they don't fit anything that is written in the scriptures.
they don't fit
If you
anything.
ask them,
It's all a lie.
you are now Judah. They call themselves Judah in the Middle East. You ask them where are the other 11 tribes? Oh, we don't know. And now they're
Yeah,
gonna find you some Chinese somewhere
it's all
and say, oh, this is
nonsense.
the lost tribe of whatever who Issachar.
Mm,
You
yes.
know, this is how it works. And that's why
They
the
don't fit.
Lember and all of these people
The
are changing.
prophecies,
They,
they choose
the-
what
the- the-
prophecies they can
we do
use.
not have the same blood like the people in the Middle East. This is impossible. These people are
No,
Caucasian. These people are
no.
not black.
They are
The, the,
Turkish.
the, the people in Iraq, Iran, they are not black. The Indian people, they come near us because they, like I have said it very clear, they are mingled together with Abizana, Somalis, Ethiopians, Sudanese. If you look at them, they look exactly the same. They are the same people. And the Bible describes them as Hamites. And if you ask these people, historical now, what happened in this ancient time? Why is your land dry? Why is Egypt wasn't dry, my brother? But why is it dry? Why did the Most High
The
say,
whole
let's
northern
make
part of
the Nile
Africa is
River to
wet,
become bloody?
dry.
Why did the Most
Mm.
High curse Somali, curse Ethiopia, curse all these dry countries there? Why did he curse Sudan? This all this
It's
they have
judgment.
desert.
Mhm. It's
And
judgment.
there where we go in this future, people will better not live in the desert. Okay? People will better search for a fruitful land. Because it is said, my land will be fruitful and everything will grow triple fast.
Hmm.
Everything will change spiritually. The Most High will put borders so that the people will die hunger, thirst. They will die in war. They will die in no. There will be no money to pay. Money is nothing. Money will be now kryptonized like electronic. The real money is land, having
Mm.
cows, having animals. There's people
Yeah.
there, everything, not even animals will be there no more. They are going down. The Most High is showing them also um, supernatural with natural disasters. Yeah, like he have done in Egypt. That this is not my country. That one day you guys will have to flee, and then the Muslim influence in those countries. We today we became Christians because it goes near to this Bible, which was ours, culture. They have to come with something to conquer you, which was yours. If they would come with the Muslims, we would be no, no, no. We know Ishmael. We know Ishmael. Don't come with Ishmael, though. We know him very well. But they
Yes, and that
came with
was
something
mm,
which we were familiar with.
exactly, exactly. That's one of the reason why the kings of Congo were so easy to receive Christianity because it was so familiar with what they already knew. Yes, and we also read the statement of King Leopold, who said to the missionaries, "You're not going to Congo to teach the niggers the knowledge of God. They know God already. They call him Zambi Ampungu, Mungu." So their mission was never to teach the Bantu Negro the knowledge of God, but to confuse them with a different theology and with a whitewashed savior. Yes, and that's how they did it. But remember, people, our ancestors were not just receiving white Jesus, okay? Many of them were forced to receive the method or the theology and the method of worship of the Kadiampemba. They were forced, yes, by the whip, by the gun, by the sword, and through slavery and colonization. Because there was resistance. Many people resisted. Prophets preached and said, "Don't believe the white people. They have come to deceive you, to enslave you." See? Because when the story is told, what people have in their mind is this: oh, the Christian came and the Bantu Congo people just repented, they converted, they just received Christianity by choice. No, it was forced through murder, through violence, yes, force upon the people. And in some cases, as the Europeans were killing people, enslaving people, Some leaders, Banfumu, Bantinu, they thought to themselves, what if we make an alliance with Rome? Will that save our people? So they became pseudo Christians, fake Christians, in the hope of if they baptize themselves in front of the priest or whatever, that the people will be saved, that the kingdom will be saved. See? So there were circumstances where people were forced to accept Christianity, to adopt their spirit to something which is not theirs. Yes? Well, you cannot take a fish of salt water and put it in sweet water. The fish will die. And that's what the European did with the moon to spirit. They took us spiritually out of our natural environment and forced us to swim in strange waters. So the moon to spirit died. And even today, we are dead people. Many of us dead in spirit. Yes, through the Christian spirit of white Kadiampemba spirituality is called Christendom. We are dead. And that's why it's hard for us to even imagine God, Nzambi, the creator, having the same image as you, black. People who say God has no color. You ignorance is amazing, because if God has no color, if he has no form, did you know in the Bukongo tradition, we say Nzambi is another kind of muntu. Yes? Nzambi is another kind of muntu, which means that Nzambi is another kind of a person. We are created in his image. So as you look in the mirror, you are beholding, yes, the reflection of the Most High. You are the reflection, the image, the expression of the Most High. So the Kadiapemba had to change the image of God to elevate themselves above you. And that's why they created and they painted the image of God in their image, Caucasian. See? So now, when you still are under the spirit of Christian, you are worshiping white people. You are giving power to Mundele. And it is difficult for people to understand when you are still in the spirit of church. Today, I'm not, I don't have to humiliate people. So I say this not to humiliate or to make fun of people. Okay? But when I see pastors preach, especially prophets, because many prophets are just funny, yelling and doing all kinds of weird things. Oh, today is your day. Oh, I'm telling you, the Lord has spoken to me. Things are changing in your life. I'm like, people, stop with that foolishness, man. Come with knowledge that will deliver the people from bondage. You understand? So it's not to make funny of those who are still in church, but it's just to open people's mind. Think for a moment. If the Bible prophesies that the Israelites, right, those who are called Israelites in the Bible, will lose the identity, they will discontinue from their own inheritance and practices, that even the name of Israel will be forgotten. But today, Israel is known, right? They have always continued in their tradition, right? The rabbis say it. They say, we have never lost our tradition. We have never lost our identity. But prophecy said, You will lose your identity. You will discontinue from your inheritance. Yes. You will even lose your name. It doesn't line up. But when you go to the Bantu, he has lost his identity. He became Christian. He became Muslim. He became Buddhist. He has lost his name, right? He even has lost his connection with the Most High, and he discontinued from the covenant of the fathers. So it fits. Go ahead, Masa.
Exactly. So our our kings did not directly align with the white conquerors. They wanted to make a deal with them. That's why the first ambassador, yeah,
Hmm.
that went to to the diaspora, to went to the west, was an Angolan. He was an Angolan.
Yes,
And
exactly. Uh-huh.
so the kings, they had a deal with those Romans. They said, hey, come on, we want to work with you guys together. Yeah.
Hmm.
And in the
Hmm.
beginning, it was like, uh, do you need strong men also? We have our childs here. Some of them, they just hang around. Take them to go to teach them, yeah, your culture, your houses. Because the king went also from the kingdom of Luango or Mbanza Congo or the Gabon, Cameroon, and those all these areas. They went there to go to Portugal to look at the infrastructure. Our infrastructure was already good. Everything was there. But
We
they
had
wanted to
paved road.
grow. They wanted to grow. They
Mm.
had science there. They had they had astronomy there, mathematicians and all that. We had
Hmm.
bows and ships. Okay?
Hmm.
But they wanted to learn more.
They
And
wanted to
this is where
expand.
exactly, this is where the
Mm.
Most High became really angry. You can go in the book of Zephaniah and all of them. You can see they say they just came. They just the white people who just came to really to destroy us and to lie to us to make us slaves. They didn't come to work with us together to be friendly. That's why in the book of um Obadja, he said, "You sold Judah. What is the Horn of Africa? The Horn of Africa is yeah, you know where the Horn of Africa is, where
Yeah, yeah,
Somalia,
yeah.
Egypt,
Somalia.
Ethiopia.
Hmm.
They took all these Hamites up to the western part of Africa, even there in Nigeria and all of them. These people will tell you who sold who. Not we are not all the same. Okay? In Africa, we have people, they say, we're gonna start now selling you guys. And then they went to the Mbundus, to the chiefs, to the other tribes, and start, calling them out against each other. Hey, do you know what? You this guy there, he already bought our guns. He will come and fight you.
Divide and conquer, Masa. Divide.
Divide and conquer. And if you
Mm.
look at our people today, like for example in America, that what you're gonna see is we have now 1% of the black Americans they are so rich. But if you ask yourself, how are they rich? These people are rich because of entertainment,
Hmm.
boxing, football. They are in,
Media,
in
movie,
sports,
music.
in music.
Hmm.
But no one is in science. No one is a real professor. No one is a real historian.
Hmm.
No one is a real politician.
Just
Okay,
entertainment.
just entertainment. And who entertaining who? The
Kadia
white
Pemba
man.
Mundele.
Oh yeah, we made it. We are. No, you cannot even take your money to go to build a street or an own city or something like that. They were laughing at Aiken and that thing. What he was saying was totally right because our money must be taken back where it came from
Hmm.
because we are not dealing with paper. We have to follow the gold road. Where does the gold come from? Silver, diamonds, uranium. Okay, Tanzanite. Okay, so it is very funny, yeah, that many people really thinks that they are smart, and that's why the Most High always say, "I will break your smartness into pieces because you're really dumb." Our people are dying because of lack of knowledge, nothing else. That's it. We are still under the rule of Rome, okay? And our people in the Caribbeans, our people all over in the diaspora, they must stand up and speak out what these people have done to us. Because at last, the white man himself will start confessing. And when he starts confessing, my brother,
Mm.
then, my brother, the world will be upside down.
Hmm.
Because not a normal human can go to other places, Spain, Australia, to Asia, to go and to do the worst like the white men have done. Only
Mm.
the devil. So
Mm.
the devil himself, when the devil himself's children will start seeing that the devil is a liar, that everything is a lie that they have built it on, what will happen? What will happen? So a black man is not only there to watch Netflix or to watch music clips, but is also there to speak out as a priest, as a representative God, to tell the dragon and the snake, your time is up. Yeah, and this is how judgment will come earlier. Yeah, and everything will be clear, and many people as possible can be saved. What means saving again? Saving meaning coming to a place where the Most High Spirit rules. Because in this time, the Most High Spirit is not ruling, which means the angel, which means it's you, the star, yeah? It's you that's we can also call human, yeah? Which is an angelic astral being in this world. You are not shining. Your power hasn't come. Your time hasn't come yet. Jacob is not omnipotent. He's not ruling. And for that to happen, the Most High has sent prophets again inside of you, inside of all over the places. He's sending people, political people, Tsakunzinga Mpanzu, and he's also calling out spiritual people, people that are smart in all over the world that comes from the Muntu gene, yeah, the first humans, to prove the world wrong. We have to prove the Pakistanis, Indians, the Chinese, white people. We have to prove so many people wrong. Because when they started to become white, they started to become like evil devils. And not only evil against the first fruit, but also against their own people that were black before. Ishmael wasn't white. The European, the most of them, if we go to the Moorish history, they weren't white. So we have to understand the war, the spiritual war, which is also coming as physical war, first, before we only follow, yeah, the Bible. When they came with the Bible, our prophets did what? They teach the white man the Bible spiritually, precept upon precept. When the white man is
Line
reading the
upon line.
line upon line. When the white man is starting to read the Bible, oh, Jesus said, be a good slave and all these kind of things, they would say, no, no, wait a minute. We have slaves here. You guys don't know anything about slavery. Before you come with slaves, we have slaves here. Because before you teaching us about how we should cut our animal to be halal, yes, non-blood and all this, throw the blood away and stuff like that, we will teach you how to do all this. And they teach them, they start showing them now what is really written in the scriptures. Because the scriptures is modified from upside down. No one today that calls themselves a pastor can read the Bible correctly if he's not going to our culture and to our natural form. You have to compare the scriptures with the world. What was, is that what will be, and this is that what will come. If you want to go to the paradise, you have to know that you have to change it now so that you can go to the paradise. Because the world will stay. Okay? Okay.
Yeah, so I think some people may be confused after this session. If you have joined us for the first time, you are hearing some, yes, some difficult things, but we are speaking meat. We're speaking wisdom for those who are mature, those who have already trained their minds for the truth of Nzambe and Pongotulendo, because we know that the entire world lives in a lie. Yes, wherever you are, the lie of those who rule the world is supreme. And that's exactly what the Bible also prophesied in the book of Jeremiah 16, that the whole world is deceived. And one day, people will say to themselves, truly, we have inherited lies from our fathers, because the whole world is deceived through Esau. Yes, the one who's ruling the world today. As the world is given this present day dispensation, this present day world is given into the hand of the wicked. Yes, who is the wicked one? The one who's ruling the world. So the one who rules the world. Now, in the Bible, in John chapter 10, verse 10, it tells you that the thief comes to steal. See, to steal is a crime, right? But the thief continues to kill, which is murder, aggression, war, right? And to destroy, it's to pull down, to remove any natural structure, any natural way of life. And this is what the Caucasians have done. This book, for example, yes, it says the Iceman Inheritance. People should read this book. If you are a Caucasian watching us, please read this book to understand the history of your people, of your of your people. Because everything the white man has gained, yes, his advancement, his rule, everything that he has obtained is through violence. Through violence. His success, his so called superiority, everything, his wealth through violence, which is not the way of the Most High. Yes. So
The most I
when
said, the most I said, Satan, sing for me, entertain me, great entertainer. But today Satan is saying, Most High, you will be my entertainer. That's us entertaining the white man. Okay.
that's
Yeah.
a good one.
And at last,
That's a
this
good
guy is
one.
lazy.
Shaking, singing,
And
ladies,
at last,
move to ladies. Mm,
building his kingdom, yeah, like it is written in the Deuteronomy 28, you guys gonna build houses, but you will not inherit it. Okay?
exactly.
Writing everything, the most of the thing that he has made, from the bike to the lamp or whatever, somewhere you will see a black man behind it. But all this will come out in one day, and this will be a disaster. And that's why we have to be very, very strong in speaking out. Because here in Africa, this message hasn't arrived yet.
No, not yet.
And what will someone do if he has a child raised up a child, yeah, and this child uh, has killed all his children's, and he's still sticking on this child because you think that this child is yours. But when someone came and starts saying, look at his DNA, look who he really is, yeah, the number 666 appearing there, saying this child is not yours, and he has done all this damage to your family, what will you do? Brother, the African history is not even taught,
Hmm.
teach in Africa. In America, the slave history is not even teach correctly. What will happen when the people in the Caribbean and all of them starts understanding why the European has taken a lot of people from jail to putting them into Brazil and to the Caribbeans just to do the worst to our women and to the worst to our child so that they become mulattoes. All these kind of things they do not think of. But if you go to the book of Habakkuk 2, it gives you the answer. Who builds his city on blood. The one who means that, he can kill and steal and all these kind of things. And he robbed all the nations. What will the nations do to him? And these are the things that everyone should ask himself in the next 5 years.
Mm. So there's coming a huge change in the world in the next 5 years. So where do you want to be in the next 5 years? Everyone has to have a plan, right, of having for himself establishments on the motherland for the coming next 5 years. That should be your plan. If not, you know, wait for Jesus to come from the skies and to deliver you from all the horrible things, the economic disasters, the natural disasters, and the conflicts that's coming in the world. Because the Western powers will go down. The white man will be black, and the black man will become white. That is to say, that things will shift. There's a shift coming, and people are not prepared for the shift because even today, as we're talking, many still believe that Jesus will come from the sky and liberate, save people. He will just beam people away. No, people will disappear. No, where will they go? Will they go to heaven? Will you disappear, be raptured, and go to heaven? No. Will you be beamed in spaceships and go to Mars or something? Yeah, far galaxy, or will you go to Israel, where they hate black people? Yeah, the
They
state
hate
of Israel
they hate
is an
Christians,
apartheid state.
they hate black people, they hate almost everyone there.
Yeah, it's apartheid state. It's a racist state, and they themselves say the state of Israel is only for the Jews. They don't want Negroes there. They don't want African there. They don't want foreigners there. It's very divided, the state of Israel. But still, you will have brothers in the Hebrew Israelite doctrine defend the state of Israel. Yes? Learning Hebrew, teaching others Hebrew instead of the Bantu languages, Kikongo, Lingala, Swahili, Zulu. You need to learn those languages, not the Yiddish of the Kadiampemba, which is the tongue of the snake. Yeah, you should learn Kikongo, Lingala, Swahili, Zulu.
Brother, there will come a day, people will be like, hey, I want to hide to say to my brother or to my mother something because the invader has come, and this will be in the West, and they want to try to tell something to a brother or a mother, but they have no language that they can tell them. They will say it in English and the enemy will hear it. You know, all these kind of things will
Mm.
happen. And people, brother, I'm young. We are young. We're gonna see all these things. The words of the prophets must come true.
Masa, who will destroy this world? Who is destroying this world? And who will cause the end of this world? The Caucasians. They themselves are destroying this world. And the Most High said, those who destroy my world, I will judge them. But they will also be the cause of their own end. The person, the one who's ruling the world today, will never allow in his pride, yes, as he deems himself the most elevated, above every other race of human beings on the planet. In his pride, he will never allow any other nation to surpass him. So, what will he do? He will continue to cause conflicts. Yes. And this conflict one day will become or will initiate the Third World War. And when I say those who are ruling the world today, we know it's the United States of America. We also know that on the top is the Yiddish. The Yiddish. Yeah, we know. And this
Yeah,
is
we
not,
know.
we are not anti Semitic, but this is the truth. This is the spiritual reality of things. Okay?
Mhm.
People need to accept it. That's the way it is. Those
Revelation 2
who
and
have the
9,
most,
Revelation 3 and 9, right?
Mm, exactly. Eh? Listen, those who have the money rule the world. See, that's a spiritual fact, economic fact, political fact. Those who have the money rule. Who controls most of the international banks? Hmm? If you can answer that question, you know who's the head. You know. And these people will never allow that their instrument of power, to decline, which is the United States of America. Because the United States of America is the instrument of power they use to have control over the world. So, as the influence of the United States will begin to go down, more conflicts will appear in the world. Economic conflicts, political conflicts will increase. Are you ready for that, people? Will increase. So, my advice, prepare your passports. Okay? Prepare your passport for the grand exodus. Uh, Master, people don't believe us, and they think these people are
Oh, I
fools.
know, I
How about
know.
Zoba Oyo? You people know nothing. They don't believe us. They think we're just talking. Bakumona.
Yeah,
These are
it's
actually
hard. It's
prophecies
hard.
of the Most High. Yes, prophecies of the Most High.
People should study also El Gaddafi. El Gaddafi, he knew from the beginning, hey, these people's money is crap.
Mm,
Hey, I have the gold here.
no.
I will make Africa great again. And
Mm,
if you look nearer, the African presidents, they're saying to the West, hey, shut up. And the people in the West do not understand that while they're saying that, they're also saying to the diaspora, be careful. Because there will come a time from the times in the next years, You guys will not get not one coin from us without any exchange. We don't care. And the West will have a big problem, my brother. The West will take everything that they have to come to build here. This is Isaiah 14. They will come building Africa without willing. The Pharaoh will not willing his people, his slaves, because in the West you are a slave. For who pays your bills? I say 1% of the billionaires or millionaires in America are entertaining the white man. That's why they became rich. People are working in toilets and McDonald's and stuff like that. This is what the white man wants from us.
Yo.
Brother, what's your life? Now, how can you pay a
Uh,
ticket that costs $10,000 to come home? Hmm?
yeah. Yeah, that's why I say
People, yeah,
people
yeah.
need
People
to
think
prepare
it's
today.
expensive now.
Right.
The people think it's expensive now.
Mhm.
Massa, everything became expensive here. Everything is hard. Every 2, 3, 4 years, 5 years. How expensive will it be? Nothing will
Mm,
become better, but it will become worse.
no, no.
It's the promise, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And people, I think people really need to
That's the
realize
problem.
and pay
That's the
attention to what we're
problem.
saying. Yes, people need to pay attention to what we're saying because this will happen. The life will become more and more expensive, as I have explained why. Okay, and Mas has explained why. So those who are wise have ears to hear. We are living in a time of an age. Let those who are wise prepare the passports, yes, and prepare the household for the grand transition, migration, because Europe, will become very poor. It's already manifesting. Europe will be regularly experiencing natural disasters, especially flooding and droughts. Europe, okay, they think that they safe because they are, developed country or whatever. It will hit more and more and more. America will become so poor. People will suffer in America. And because of the suffering in America, tensions will be, very, very high amongst the races in Africa. Yeah. Black, brown, Indian, Mexican, whites, conflicts. America will be destroyed.
Yeah. So, yeah, very nice. Yeah.
Hey.
Always nice to see you as a great Ngunza.
Mm.
It was nice that you have visited Angola again.
Yeah,
You
yeah, yeah.
know,
And I'm
and
coming back very soon.
yeah, I know, brother. The
Yeah,
doors are open.
yeah. We have. I have work to do in
You
Angola.
have work to do. Yes.
Yeah, I have work to do in Angola to build my country. To set up some businesses over there and to help the children. Angola has many, many youth. Yes, and
Mm,
the youth wants education. And they are in need of healthcare. They are in need of jobs. And so those in the diaspora think on establishing schools in Angola, healthcare facilities in Angola. Actually, any business that you have skill and knowledge of, come, come, bring it to Angola because we need you there. And it is actually one of the best times to invest in Angola because Angola is open. Yes, we can help you. We can assist you in what you need. You can contact us. But it's time for the Angolan diaspora, the mighty man and woman, to start their migration back. Too many of our people went to Ghana. Come to Angola now.
you will see what my brother go back to Africa will say. He himself he's enjoying Angola
Hey,
from Did you see where he is in here in Angola?
No, I
He's
have
in the
not. Where?
islands.
Where? Where is
Directly
he?
in the islands, brother. That
He
brother.
went to the island, Muzulu.
Eh? No,
He
no, no.
went
It's
to
not Ilya.
Muzulu. Ah, India.
The islands
Yeah,
of Angola.
yeah, India.
Uh,
Angola is beautiful, people.
no
Angola is
joking.
beautiful. And you know what? It will only become more and more beauty.
Beautiful.
Yeah? The
Yes.
beauty will only increase. So if you are
Exactly.
wise, follow us
Exactly.
today. If you are wise, follow us back to the land of the mighty ones and
All
the
praise.
angels. That's it.
Kimbo,
Hola.
Kimbo, Tanzambia, Mazulu. We are still in contact with our brother Jonathan. We know in the future he's gonna come back strong, and we still want everyone from us to unite. There's too many groups, too much hate, and too much separations. But the Most High, He is greater than separations. Um, we have to know one thing: as more we do not believe in prayers and mundu, which is unity. Yeah,
Mhm.
there's more we can be destroyed. If we're united, we can become strong. But if we're separated, the one is far away, the other one is far away, the evil will come. You hear here a little, you hear there a little, and maybe even spiritual evil will come to you. And then you will start saying, oh, this guy did it, this guy did it, and he has nothing to do with that. People that are united, they are strong. You can see that
Mhm.
every institution, they have always conferences. They're always together. They're always
Mhm.
calling each other. Do you know why the Jehovah Witness are so strong? Do you know why the Catholics are so strong? Do you know why the Muslims are so strong? Where is our society? Where is our Bantu or Muntu, yeah, Ubuntu, unity, yeah.
Mhm.
We need, like the presidents are saying now, and all the Africa, we need unity between us. This even the scripture is saying Hamites and the Isolele and Judah will work together. Do you know that?
Mhm. Mhm.
He will
As
even
one.
take he will even take people from
Mhm.
Pakistan, Iraq, Iran, etc., etc. He will put us together, and that. I believe that. But if
Yes,
we
yes,
still have some people, no, uh,
yes,
brothers, I
yes.
will tell you one thing. Yeah,
We must stop
the
the
one who
division
wants
of the
to keep
Kadiampem.
his life,
Mm.
the one who wants to keep his wealth, the one who wants to keep everything for him, he will lose it. The one that has a vision. We do not ask the Most High for money. We do not ask the Most High for or give me more cash. We are like Solomon. Most High, give me what?
Wisdom,
Wisdom.
understanding, discernment.
So that we can do.
Mm.
And even if it doesn't work today, it have to work because it's from the Most High. And He's not a liar. We have to stick together. That's the only way. That's the only way. If not, everyone will go his ways.
Mm.
And then we're going to be destroyed.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, you see, that's a good point, brother. Good point. We are together. Estamos juntos sempre. We are always together. We will continue to be together,
Exactly.
and that's the way it's supposed to be. Unity is key. Unity is key, and Ntadi Congo, Ntadi Congo, which is the rock of Congo. Congo bound together. We are supposed to be bound together.
Like a girdle.
Exactly. Like a girdle. Kanga. Kanga Congo. So tie
Mhm.
yourself with Congo. Be united, yes, with Congo. So we as a people need to be tied together. I cannot speak evil of my brother unless I speak evil of myself. You see, And that's the mentality, that's the love that we need to carry in our hearts. When we learn to love each other and to carry each other in our hearts, we will see great, 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 great transformation in our countries, in our societies, in our groups. And that's it. And what we also need to kill is the spirit of greed. You know, the spirit of greed is Kadiyampemba, right? It's not of our ancestors, it's of Esau, it's of the Romans. They brought the spirit of greed in our society, in our spirit. So we need to cast it out, cast it out. The greatest wealth for Muntu is actually the people. Yeah, that's why our ancestors said, Mbongo Muntu or Mbongo Bantu, the wealth is in the people. The wealth is in the people. So we need to love each other. We need to cherish each other and build each other up. Ingeta. So we are the people. We are, the sons of the Creator. Yes, let me tell you a secret in case you didn't realize. God look like me. God, the creator, looks like Massa. Yes. He's not white. Heaven is not colonized. Yes, you understand? So, Massa, thank you for this opportunity to be here. People, Angola is the land of the mighty ones. Angola, which means might, strong ones, angels. So visit, join the trip, okay, the Congo trip. Massa will go to, you will visit Angola, and you also have a trip to Congo, right? And so for those who can, I endorse this, man. It's a great trip. Apply, register, go. And so you also will have a chance to taste Angola and to taste Congo, which will help you in your transition.
All praises.
Ingeta. Hey,
Thank
don't
you very,
forget
very,
to
very much.
go to my channel. Don't forget to go to. I need all of you to go to my channel and to subscribe. Okay. For the end of this year, I need 10,000 subscribers.
Hallelujah.
Before the end of this year, I need 10,000 subscribers. So most of you watching, you're not subscribed. Make sure to subscribe.
All praises.
Ingeta.
Kimbo, Kima, Tatanzambe, Mazulu, brothers and sisters, be blessed and have a very great day, night, afternoon. And we're going to see you very, very, very soon.
Yes,
Inget
yes. Ingeta.